This strange binary world. Content warning. Homophobia. Transphobia. Violence. Rape. Are you ready? I might random kamikaze. I might. We'll have to... There's no stopping now, Dead Space. It doesn't stop. Once you begin, it doesn't end. Let's see about. You have been playing as one of a multitude of non-binary people. Have I? This game was designed to show more of the inner mind, something not as easily shown in other types of media. What about just text? What about the written word? It shows a worst case scenario because though transgender people aren't attacked every time... Though transgender people aren't attacked every time they use the toilet, they are attacked every other time. We still expect the worst. This game was desinged to show that the current transgender toilet debate isn't just about toilets, but about affording transgender people basic human rights. Thanks to David for your toilet. Toilet asset assistance and Ovashi and Bertha for playtest/encouragement. This game was created as a side project for a short play. I wanted it to go fast, I just wanted to read the about page really quickly. You think I made this game up? I assure you I haven't. Let's play. This strange binary world. We already know the premise anyway, we're going to be a non-binary person. You are transgender. Male or female, folks? F. To pay respect to transgender toilets. Oh, this is fine. This is not your identity. Do we leave or do we carry on? Though this is not your identity, you feel comfortable enough to use it, you carry on. There are two people in front of you waiting for stalls. You stand behind them. Carry on, my gayward son. That's when you feel it. What do we feel? Maybe the women in front of us feel it as it hardens. There's a woman there. She's washing her hands, watching you in the mirror, staring. Leave or carry on? Wow, just you can see my raging erection doesn't mean I'm not welcome here. Jeez, it's a right. The toilet flushes ahead of you. This is scarier than Resident Evil 7. Good grief. The first person in the queue enters. She's still staring. Pee on her. But yeah, we win in terms of range, don't we? Watching you. Flush. The door opens. One more person. She's still staring. Staring. Flush. You're next. It's like the swirly murderer, a serial killer who decapitates people and flushes their head in the toilet. Flush. You're next. You're rooted to the spot, can feel yourself sweat. You still have time, can still run. You can't run when you have the runs, folks. Carry on. You're in the stall now. You can breathe. In, out. In, out. You remember her eyes and hasten to undo your belt. She might be timing you. You know, I'm not entirely confident in this person's portrayal. I'm going to go ahead and imagine that this is more of an anxiety issue related to them being trans than something for all trans people. I could be wrong, but I have a feeling. How long do women take to pull down their trousers? Your hands are shaking. You think about her standing there as you shit. Sit. I mean, the former works. Your stomach feels tight. You're breathing different. It becomes hard to piss. There, see, I knew... The reason I thought it said shit is because they always throw in a word like shit or piss to have that rough edge to it, right? You were so desperate. You wouldn't usually dare using the public bathroom, but you were so desperate. Carry on. No, just leave. Just don't pee. No, carry on. Pee, you tell yourself. Just pee. Do it. Do it now. So you do. Wipe, flush door. She's still there. Excuse me, why are these... I don't think these two are mutually exclusive. What are we going to do, like... Hold her hands up so she can see, like, the stains on them. Smile at her and be like, see you, bitch. Off to go work at Subway. Or some other place where I handle food. What you going to say about it, bitch? I have testosterone. You try to stop me, you're going to get fucked up. Okay, smile. You smile at her. Make... Excuse me? You smile at her. Make your eyes bigger. This is why transgender bathroom rights are important, because they'll become anime. More feminine. Yeah, women known for their large eyes. Fucking what? More trustworthy. What the fuck is this? This is the female toilets, she says. You open your mouth to speak, but find your throat tightening, as if she's gripping you tight. Show her your ID, or I know. What do you reckon? Show her our criminal record. ID seems to be in the lead. You take out your wallet. You consider its contents. We're going to pay her not to tell anyone. Driving license, student card. Stuck with the receipts are a dozen handmade business cards. Hello, they read. Due to archaic laws, I'm required to use the bathroom neither you nor I are comfortable with me being in. I apologize for any misgivings this may have caused you. She takes a moment to read it. Then she reads it again. May I keep this? She asks. You nod, hesitant. What is she thinking? She's not stirring anymore. She nods, then she leaves. Okay. Oh, she's gonna come back with her boyfriend. Or something. Or security. You are left alone in the bathroom wondering. Have you changed her mind? You pocket your wallet and leave. Finn. Wait. So we're not male to female. We're non-binary. So we could be female. Wait, is that it? Yeah, that is it. Choose. Man or woman. There is no difference. Just like in real life, there's no difference, biological or otherwise. Do we say hello or do we say hi? Okay, it's that simple. You just go ahead and choose. Oh, wait. No, I'll have to choose. There's limited time. Work on emails. You still have tons of work to do. I can finish without issues. Realistic. Then you will do more workflows. Okay? Workflows. Lunch break. Hi, Blue. I hear they are currently looking to lay off people. Be careful if you want to keep your job. From Red. What is this, fucking Pokemon? You are a bit tired, you are a little sad, you are a bit depressed. Fucking work? Yeah, but how rich are we? Have you heard about the corrupt politician? What? I like that the subtle message about... It was less polluted in our days, and now we're gonna get... maybe this is the zombie dust from the moon. You know, like in the old films where an asteroid goes over, or some dust comes from space and causes zombieism, instead of it being a virus. Great game, here? Not really. I have to be entirely honest, developers, I'm sorry. So this is a game about resisting the Trump administration, by the way. Don't forget, you have to prove yourself. I don't, boss. Good. How does that make any sense? Here's my bet, okay? What's going to happen is, we're going to get so tired that we're not going to be able to stop for the cars. Hello, bad Wyther, huh? Yeah. I hate it when the Wyther's like this. It's that thing we've observed before, isn't it? Where they make the games really boring, and they say, "Oh, we're just trying to express how boring and how much of a grind daily stuff is." Jump in front of a car, you blue fuck. Here we go. There should be a pop-up that says, "Do you want to jump in front of it or not?" Yeah, it's gonna happen. Like Civilized People by Florencia Rump. Trigger warning! Trigger warning. Everything you're about to read happened to me, or to a friend, or to a friend of a friend, or to a neighbor, or to an ally. These are things that really happened. Definitely, I believe you now that you've said it so many times. These are stories about street harassment, sexual assault, clandestine abortions, and misogyny. Heavy issues that matter to us all. Do not play this at work or in front of little kids. If you feel comfortable reading about these issues, go on ahead. You're returning from the pharmacy, you're carrying pads, tampons, and acne soap. This is the first time you're buying pads and tampons that aren't for your mum. It's summer, it's hot. You're wearing a swimsuit underneath your summer dress, so you can get into the pool once you're back home. Be careful, doll, you're gonna melt, shouts a stranger. Whistle, whistle, goes another one. You're confused and hurry back home. You tell what happened to your mum and she says, if you don't want people calling you stuff, you better dress like a nun. You don't feel like going to the pool anymore. You go to take a nap. Is anyone triggered? Yeah, chat. I warned you. I mean, the game warned you. The game warned you this was going to be really upsetting. Summer has been over for a while and classes have begun. You're at the school's gym watching a video about boys and girls reaching puberty. Adolescent comes from adolescer. Suffering in Spanish is a phrase that you will hear until you have grown up and finished with school. You feel as if the girls from the video live in a parallel universe. You can't see their pimples, their menstrual pains. The ones that tear you apart don't show. You see the bra that's itching and feeling tight either. Surely it's can't. Once the video's over, girls get tampons and boys get condoms. You try to take a closer look at what the boys are carrying. You're wondering if you will get some of those too, but no one offers you anything and you get pushed around. Oh, it just clarifies. Wow, those nice game mechanics, huh? You leave the gym. Summer is back, it's raining. You're rushing to the hospital with your parents in the car because someone in your family tried to have an abortion and it turned out wrong. She's... What, the abortion is 16 now? Is it you? You were the abortion that turned out wrong the whole time. Okay, the doctor told her that if she rests, the baby will be saved. Oh, switches to fetus. That's the correct way to consider it. Your family tried to have an abortion and it turned out wrong. She's 16. Well, she doesn't want to. You think while you doodle on the car's window. After a while, you fall asleep. Years go by and you're coming back from school with a friend. A stranger screams at you, "Can I suck your pussy?" You could scream back at him, but maybe it's better to walk faster. How about, "Only if I can suck your dick first!" Go to hell, you son of a bitch. You scream the first thing that comes to mind as best as you can. You look to your friend for support, but she stares at you uncomfortably. The stranger either left or didn't open his mouth again. You don't dare to look. You keep walking in silence. Oh, the orange stranger tries to grab your pussy. Is it going to be Trump? Come on. You're in your last year of high school. It's raining buckets, but you aren't worried because you have a good umbrella with you. Yeah, all those other suckers have bad ones. You're listening to music and in the mid of Smoke on the Water chorus, you feel that someone is grabbing you from behind, just like your boyfriend does. Bindi Reddy says, "I didn't turn out wrong. I turned out perfectly fine despite what my family wanted." Thank you very much, Bindi Reddy. Everyone drop some emotes for them, please. The hand of the stranger tries to grab your pussy, but he stumbles with the pants of your uniform and doesn't get too far. If we click the orange stranger button, is it going to turn into Trump? The jerk. Harasser. It's still, not harsh enough if someone's grabbing your bits, just calling them harasser. The phrasing will be different. You turn around and see someone with a hoodie who smiles and gets his mouth close to yours. You realize that he's trying to kiss you. You close your eyes frightened and pull back. You open them back. You see the face of this guy. You look at your umbrella. React or stay put. We're gonna fucking slug this cuck. You strike him with your umbrella. It hits him near his eye. Molester. Molester would be a good example, maybe. You press the umbrella harder against this guy until you send him packing. Just it goes right through his temple. You shoot at him, but it's raining so hard that your shooting gets muffled. You're soaked. The umbrella is broken. Your headphones are missing. You walk towards the school. The hand of the diddler tries to grab your Schumer. Once you enter the school, soaked to the bone, you listen to a couple of girls telling the headmistress about a stranger who groped them. You can tell the authorities about what happened. You can remain silent. But whether you report him or not, you will never know what happened to the stranger that groped you, who harassed you to snatch some snatch. I know, because this is my story. If you talk, all of your classmates will know. They will mock you. They will ask if you got raped. A teacher will ask in class in front of everyone, almost screaming, if you're okay after what happened. But at least you get to go home for the day and change into some dry clothes. If you stay silent, you will look like an idiot who doesn't know how to use an umbrella. No one will ever know what happened to you. Right, let's tittle-tattle. You're not an adolescent anymore. You're grown up, but not by much, and you have a job. It's hard to sustain because your boss screams at you daily. Today he arrived and told you, "Since you're a woman, annoy this client until he tests what you did." Because you know how women are a pain in the ass. He never stopped saying this through the whole day. You got back home in tears and told a friend about it. She told you you were not alone and asked you to go to a march with her. You decided to quit and start protesting. Sounds like this actually happened, and it's not someone squeezing a fantasy together too hard. In one of the protests, the one for abortion rights, there's a woman singing. She never stops singing or encouraging people. She keeps holding up even after everyone else left. When she sings, she looks gorgeous and unstoppable. She can sing a note so high, any woman who hears it will miscarry. A couple of months later, she's won the news because she has been murdered. She was Diana Sakayan. You can step aside from activism, alehar, or keep protesting. Okay. While you're protesting and singing, you notice that some fellow activists are spraying the walls. You're unsure whether to make some graffiti as well, or fall back a bit. Whatever. I believe that if we keep fighting for our rights, like those who got the right to vote did before us, the world will be a better place than when we started. Suffragitsu. How the suffragettes fought back using martial arts. Okay. Learned violence. The end. 302 found. Open resty. Fucking brilliant. Well done. The nurse ring also suffers when a woman teams. You have just born. Do you really want it? Chat, you have just born. Do you really want it? No, it seems to be. You have resisted. Superb. How did you do that? I didn't cry out, or I hung up myself to my funicular. Maybe I'm dumb? I don't know what that is. What do you... It's like homunculus for a fetus. Fucking hell. You tried to drown yourself. Brilliant. It doesn't work, but brilliant. You were growing up nicely in your family. How do you resist them? Alcohol abuse or drug abuse? What do you reckon? I'm crying. Tears are flowing from my eyes. Alcohol seems to win. You become a heavy drinker. As a result of this, you become a very good writer in order to buy booze. Thank you, drugs. You must collect all the writings you have made to destroy them, because you resist your written thoughts before your death, which you don't want to happen, of course. The end. The end comes silently. In a form of a flying saucer, the aliens take you away to examine such a life form. They want to make a weapon which destroys the world and then itself, for not to remain anything for sure. You certainly agree. But just for that reason to resist them, and in the last minute you can apple cart up their set. But it's an other story. This is supposed to be satire, but I don't get it. I don't know what to do. Talk to my doctor? Tell my boyfriend? Ask my parents? Or ask my friends? Reminder, this game is called Termination. I don't have health insurance. Okay, let's talk to my parents then. Excuse me? How did this happen? Skylar? Go see a doctor, tell the father, talk to my family, or look online. Oh, it's all different ones. There's some interesting options to cause a miscarriage. Anything in the cupboards? Oh, we go see a doctor. The nearest doctor works with a Catholic hospital. They will make me keep it. Skylar died due to complications while giving birth. The baby survived and went into foster care with an abusive family. They don't... I think they're a bit too heavy-handed here, maybe? What's this mouse meant to be? A cluster of cells. Is this a pro-abortion game? Like, it's not... As in, not just right to choose, but it's like, if you don't abort, you will die, seems to be the message. Hey, you there, what's the matter? Okay, we already know this is going to be good. Right. Fascism is on the rise. Oh yeah, that. But there's no sense sitting around here wallowing in self-pity. I'm tweeting anti-fascist slogans. Wow, really? I'm sure that's working out great. Let me tell you something. You want to see some change? You gotta be the change. Hey you, yeah you! You're press, right? Yeah, you're press. I can tell by your attire. Just a few things that I have to make explicitly clear before you go out into the crowd and start using that camera attached to your waist. I urge that you respect the people of this protest and think about the impact that your photography will have on them. Excuse me. I must also ask that you respect their privacy, otherwise they're going to need to get some muscle over here. And if you take any direct photographs where they're clearly identifiable, please ensure that you blur out their face completely before publishing them. I'd also suggest that you ask them for their consent before taking any photographs of them. It's important that you consider the outcomes of your work here today on the lives of every individual you talk to throughout the crowd, and take appropriate precautions. I'm sure you've documented similar events like this one before, so none of this should sound especially new to you. Am I correct in assuming you're an experienced journalist? Yes, of course. I understand what you're saying. I have had a lot of field experience as a photojournalist, especially at events similar to today's protest. Okay then, I'm glad we have a mutual understanding. Now go and talk with the crowd, and do what it is you do best. I have a lot of you to get through. Next in line. Joke's on you, I work with Rebel Media. Oh, it's one of these where they're actually flat, but they face you no matter what you do. Child soldiers! We must band together to rise up as one, to stop this cockamamie procedure of theirs. We selected this swine to represent us, electing them into a position of unruly power over our beliefs and civil liberties, and in our own oversight our rights to freedom have become suppressed. Hey there. I'm a freelance photojournalist. I'm writing a piece on today's protest. If you don't mind, could you describe to me who you're in a little detail? Who would say who you're? I mean, technically it makes sense, but... Oh hey, I didn't see you there. I'd be glad... Who were you talking to then? Oh! That's not like a bush, that's the protesters. Okay. Oops. Oh, so we... Wait! We already know what photos we're gonna take. What's the point then? Why have they done the game like that? Is this like a pro-anorexia march? Why are they so thin? Black block, the blackest block. You can tell this wasn't made for gamers, because this flying around at the slightest touch bullshit is the minimum sensitivity. Has she got a nosebleed? Wait. She's got a Hitler mustache. That's a killer photo. You've got to get it. Hello, ma'am. I can see that you have your hands full, so I won't hold you up for long. The new anti-freedom law that Trump's passing. Blah, blah, blah. It's not even a real baby. The anti-freedom law is a law against having pet gorillas. And that's actually, it's not a baby in swaddling, it's just a gorilla with its arm around her shoulder, a baby one. And they're all here to try to make sure we're allowed to have exotic pets. What are your thoughts on today's protest against the new anti-freedom law? Oh. Okay then, sure that seems reasonable, I'd be more than willing to give you my opinions. I figured you were just another one of these close-minded white supremacist assholes. I'm glad to see that somebody is willing to hear my voice for what it is, an equal one, without being presumptuous towards me because of my color, race, and gender. The pink hair would be the bigger thing to me, to be honest. I'm not here to attack you, or your beliefs, I'm just here to collect some of the voices from this crowd here today, and then write a story that will prompt some real change to take place. P.S. I already have a list of these voices to collect somehow. Which is slightly worrying. What is it about this new law that disgusts you? How is it unjust in your view? We're talking about removing certain cultures and demographics in our society, the right to their freedom. How the hell is that okay? Claim to be this diverse and open culture that accepts one another. Blah blah blah. Gender identity or cultural background, let alone race and skin color. Diversity is not a part of our social blueprint, and at least in my eyes it never has been. It's always been a forgotten footnote in our evolution as a species. She seems pretty hardcore. Racism, sexism, genderism. I don't think I've ever seen the isms separated like that. I don't think I've ever seen anyone talk about sexism and genderism, even though it makes sense because they separate them. I haven't seen that before. That's new. That's fresh. And just about every other type of ism is in our blood. Society loves to discriminate, and I don't believe that is going to change anytime soon. Patrice starts to tear up as she's talking. Tear up even as she's talking. Ma'am, are you okay? We can stop now if you'd like. It's clear that you're here for a very particular and important reason today. And I believe that I have heard all that I need to hear. Thank you for your time and thank you for sharing what you did. Are you willing to let me photograph you for my story? And she says, well, shit, why do you think I'm crying for? Sure, that's no problem. Thank you for taking it. What do you think of that? To be honest, if this is meant to be about bullying, This doesn't seem like a bully. You just fuck off or I'll fight you. Leave him alone. The guy's having a hard time. He's dealing with balding. He probably didn't know he was bald because the little strap around his head stopped him from seeing up. Take it easy. Mommy! Oh, okay. We look distinctly childlike, though. And he looked like some sort of fucking fash. Very well. Is he gone? No, he's just gone around the corner. Could you get him out of here, then? Thank you for helping me. Excuse me? No, we're doing this again. Right, we're gonna fucking see what happens if... My chat. I think we learned a valuable lesson today about bullying. Okay, bring it on. Right. Is he gone? Yes, thank you. Thank you for helping me. Are you fucking serious? Some of these are short and shitty, but never before have they been this like this. Okay, what happens if we ignore them? Here we go. Right. Presumably this is the school. No, we can't talk to him across the desk. We have to walk around it. Brilliant. I will not help you find another teacher. Okay. This is Dark Souls style. You have to go find the lore yourself. It's scattered throughout the world. What are you going to say to me? I will not help you find another teacher. Right. Is this like Goldilocks? Do we have to find the teacher that's just right? So here's the old woman. I will not help you find another teacher. What is this? Right. Here's where they keep the special needs kids, in a cabin out on the lake. Will you help me find another teacher? Do you know where my son is? Yes, he is being bullied. I have no clue. What do you reckon? Then would you help him? Chat, only you can decide this poor boy's fate. Do we help the boy who's being bullied, yes or no? Look at that face. She's a cutie. Fuck you, no. Let him die. I'm not sure he's gonna... Well, maybe he would die, because it's like a 30-year-old man about to ream out a 12-year-old. Oh, well, then get out of here. Aren't you gonna fucking do anything, lady? My son's gonna be bullied. Are you gonna do anything about it? Then fuck off out of my face. That's depressing to learn. My life's hard enough turning tricks at the crossroads. Maybe he's got a diary telling us about his secret love for his bully. No, we can't press it. No, can we sleep in the pink bed? Wait, she gave her son a small pink bed. How much is your son worth to you? Not a whole lot, obviously. Do you know where my son is? Yes, he's being bullied. Yes, I'll help him. Thank you. That's it? Really? I don't even get any rupees? Fuck me, why have they filled in so much space? Is he gone? Yes, thank you. Thank you for helping me. This is some sort of postmodern message about how if you believe your bullies are gone, then you don't suffer. Maybe the way to deal with bullying is to convince people that it's not happening and then you're okay. You're a monotreme. You know, one of those mammals that lays eggs? Daddy, why is mommy crying? Have you seen my mommy? Mummy, even. It's very, Brit-centric. Probably the best looking game so far. Platypus and echidnas are monotremes, though, aren't they? That's the name of the mammals that lay eggs, right? I wouldn't say... I wouldn't say. They actually, they actually motion capped an autistic child. Saves money on animating frame by frame. Am I a male platypus? I don't know. How would I know? Collect sticks. Oh, I can indeed collect sticks. Okay, so maybe I'm meant to collect sticks, or maybe it's just a problem with the game where you touch the sticks and they disappear. You can't be, I mean, if this were a legit game, if we were playing on the PlayStation or something, you'd know, okay, I'm collecting sticks. It might just be an error in the game that the sticks are going away. Collect 5 sticks. Oh man, I don't want to flashback to fucking Life is Strange. It's not a glitch, it's a metaphoric representation of the imperfections of life. I mean, you could say it's not a bug, it's a feature, but I guess that's the more artistic way. Sorry, chum. I did see someone with a beak like yours over there. Very well. Fucking fish. Didn't point me anywhere. And why doesn't this go away? Maybe my mother will love me if I collect... It is a game about identity. We've got to collect enough sticks for a faggot. You know, a bundle of sticks. And then, like our ultra-liberal parents will accept us again. It is a progressive game or just a generic one. That's the thing I'm wondering about, because it looks like it's going to be a generic one, but it was made for a sort of progressive game jam about identity that was definitely about LGBT stuff. But I'm not sure if this will be. Nope, but there's someone over there with a tail like yours that might fit the bill. See what they did there? Jesus Christ. We need to bring back beating of children. Just for inadequacy. Not even for doing anything wrong. Like, if they win at a school sport event, but it's not, but they didn't beat their personal best, then they get beaten. Either you beat your personal best or I beat you, is what I tell my kid. We're going to slowly inch our way toward the beaver. It's suddenly become a PUA stream. What? It's called Cosmic Equalizer, and it's meant to be about the experience of death. This is meant to be what dying is like. Now, that drew me into it at first, but what really hooked me was how they explained they designed it to be an experience of death that Stephen Hawking could play. They made it especially so that Stephen Hawking can play it. Diversity. That could be some sort of Death Clock song, like in Metalocalypse, about something about diversifying your genocide. All-inclusive genocide. Kill the humans worldwide. You can run but you can't hide from my all-inclusive genocide. Sounds like a Moonman song. I don't think so. Moonman's more racist than that. He wouldn't kill everyone. This was designed to make Stephen Hawking hate video games. I can only assume, right? Why though? Stephen Hawking must be dying to play this. Maybe he has. I'd love to... There needs to be a vocal track that's like designed specifically for Stephen Hawking. It's like, you fucking retard. If you tried to play piano, it would sound like this, but you can't even move your hands. It's your first protest. It's the Antifa simulator. You ready? It's maritime law, yeah. I do not consent. I do not consent. Am I being detained? I'm just waiting for Kelsey Grammer to appear. Maybe we are Kelsey Grammer. We're going to be Frasier. Yeah. When do we throw the M80s? I don't know, matey. One officer starts to detain a person you were filming. The other one approaches you. What would you like to do? Pepsi those shits! Yeah, a frozen Pepsi can crush a man's skull with only 1 pound of force. Alright, we'll continue filming then. You decide to keep filming. The other officer approaches.
Are you filming this right now?
Like, oh my god, are you filming this right now? Why is it 3D? And why did they animate it? And why did they give it a voice? Excuse me, I need to see your video. Do you show them your video? Note, it is legal for a police officer to ask to see a video you took. Do we show our phone or not? Why is the music so chilled? Is this officer seducing us? Your video may provide important details in our investigation. You may go for now. We just pulled the I do not consent line and it worked. Note, a police officer may not force you to show the video, but they may return with a court order which would allow them to see it. Why is his arm swelling? You leave the protest peacefully with no further incidents. There's only one gender. It's true, there's only one gender. There is man. Because being a woman is a disability, not a gender. Alright, let's log in as an egg. There are no more eggs. Welcome on Hitter. Welcome on Hitter. This is your personal place to defend it against toxic posts. When a toxic posts enter your space, it becomes smaller. The more posts there are, the faster it goes. It's a fucking furry as well. When your space becomes too small, the game is over. Punch posts to keep them out. After 3 hits, they explode. Okay. Punch a post and let it crash into another one to get a re-hit. That's 2 punches for the price of 1. Win followers by smashing posts and scoring re-hits. The quicker you smash a post after it popped up, the more followers you get. Wait, is this going to use real tweets? I hope I see one of mine. Survive for as long as you can and try to win as many followers as possible. Have fun. There better be one of my tweets in here. Look at this snowflake's face. Stop with the Nazi salutes in my Twitter. Feminazis ruining the country, or something like that. No! Increase white genocide now. We need the beige horizon. Trudeau told me. Oh baby! So much for the tolerant left. So tired. I really don't feel like going out, but some food would be nice. The store will probably be empty at this hour. I really don't want to run into anyone I know. What in the fuck is this? Do you like to play baseball? Did you see the football game yesterday? Amazing. What in the fuck? When we... Jesus Christ! Yeah, this is the JonTron soundtrack that was cut from... the JonTron lines that were cut from Ukulele. When we were kids, the politicians really were something else. Millions of years ago, those were the days. I'm very conservative when it comes to cleats, but liberal when it comes to toes. I don't remember what she likes and dislikes, though. How could you say such ignorant things? I sure love soccer, both to watch and play. There's too many people I know here. It's time to leave this shit town. A trip to London. Sitting by myself in a nice English pub is just what I need. Is this, like, young Nigel Farage? This is young awkward... Oh my god! It's him! Space Cat Boyfriend. Let's read a little bit of this, because it is just a visual novel. Of course she's got the shaved side of her head. Of course. Of course. What else could she have? Right? We're going to be called Harmette. That's my female name. This is my real birthday. What pronoun do you prefer? I think we've got to go they, them, it, right? They, them, theirs. What an inclusive bestiality simulator. Which avatar do you prefer? We've got to go with the left one. I admit it. I'm a crazy cat person. People. Oh, space to interact with mirrors. Why would I need mirrors? Okay. Dobby! Master has given Dobby a sock! What the fuck? So this is what it's like to be gay, huh? That's fucking horrifying. No wonder they need special protections. Yeah! Okay. Yeah, this is me. Look, I'm gonna be straight with you right now. Mike Pence was right. We need to electrocute all these people. Okay, begin. Wake up. Makeup. Jeez, Mom, I'm up. Wow, that sounds like a really uncomfortable bed. The hardest bed of all time. Wake me up inside. We look almost salad fingersy. I've been watching a bunch of David Firth recently. I can't... Every month I watch Dog of Man. It feels like... If you have never seen Dog of Man, the animation, it's fucking amazing. There's a strange homeless man with a Santa hat. Hey kid. Wanna try what's in my sack? Oh, hello there. Having a good morning? Oh, that's a shame. Maybe I could cheer you up. At least the birds are out today. Don't you think that usually makes things a bit more enjoyable? It's harder for people to hear their child when the birds are so loud. Learn. Very well. Consider it done. Hello, everybody! I trust you all did your assignment last night. The class collectively groans. Listen, I feel no guilt. Listen, I feel no guilt for you. You've had an entire week to work on it. A student on your right whispers to their friend. Yeah, a whole week with no instruction on how to do it. The class starts to murmur. Well, assignment done or not, we still have work to get done. Can anybody answer this question? What does causation... No. What does correlation not imply? And it might imply it, but it might not mean it. Fucking what? Correlation doesn't mean causation. But if there is causation, there'll always be correlation. Fucking what? This isn't... I know what they mean to ask me. Okay, I'll say nothing then. Where's Santa? I need someone to talk to about this bullshit at school, to be honest. I'm glad you're here, chat, otherwise I'd be so angry, all on my own. Let's move on and review last night's homework. That means take out last night's homework. Student is shuffle through their backpacks. Alright, if you remember from last time, we determined that Mr. Teacher gets cut off by the classroom's phone ringing. Sorry, give me a moment, I should get this. Mr. Teacher picks up the phone. Hello? Yes, this is Mr. Teacher's class. Harmful. Yeah, they're here. Why do you? Oh my god. Jesus. Okay. They found out. They found out what I did to my pets. I'll tell them now. Mr. Teacher looks up at you with a sharp, worried look. Yeah, your parents have been dead for months. Harmful. Some niggers died in a car crash this morning. Why was it censored? That's all I can... what is that meant to say? The world seems to halt for a moment. The world seems to halt for a moment. Yeah, I like how he just says it in front of everyone. Like, surely he'd have me leave the class. Hey, are you there? Yeah, what's up? There's apparently some major There's apparently some major fash activity about to go down at the campus, but we don't know much yet. Apparently, there seems to be multiple plans in the works. Could be a big event. Can you go and check it out? Don't go masked. This is just recon for now. If something is currently going on, just let us know, and we'll get down there. Sure, I'm free tomorrow. Great. Talk to you tomorrow, then. Bye. Bye. Right, so Blackout said there were a couple of leads. Well, that was easy. What do you think you're doing? Shut up. It's a free country. I can do what I want. I know a lot of fascists aren't exactly the sharpest tools in the shed, but this seems kind of suspicious. Who just walks around openly with a swastika for no reason? It's not even there, you hallucinated. What are you staring at? Shit. What? Oh, nothing, just spacing out. Yeah, right. Wait, that swastika? Well, he's already seen me anyways. Why is there tape on your shirt? What, is that against the law now? No. Then it's none of your business. What a weird guy. He's strangely defensive about being judged, yet he's still wearing a huge swastika in public. You'd think he was being that obvious about it, he wouldn't be shy talking about it. You know what that symbol means, right? So you're a Nazi. So what if I am? So you are one. Sure, why not? Doesn't matter either way. Doesn't matter to who. To God. No, to anyone. It's nobody's business but mine. There could be... there could be Jewish people around here. Yeah, so? Not for long. I think they'd care. So what? If they can't handle it, it's their problem. Right. I'm going to go now. Finally. This guy isn't a Nazi. At least not really. Just some edgy kid. You need to be educated, kid. When there's a Nazi, when there's a gap, fam. When there's a gap. Is this meant to be the golden one? You know that guy on YouTube, the golden one or something like that? Hello there. Can I interest you in a pamphlet? Sure. Maybe I can learn about possible targets in the area. Golden Glory. Ah, yes, that would be me. It is! It's the golden one! Right? Have you ever seen him on YouTube? It's fucking hilarious.
Greetings. Have you ever contemplated exactly how excruciatingly fucking juicy I am?
Still haven't seen anyone. Maybe no one else is here after all. I guess I'll just go home and... Oof! His fucking arm's backwards, or something is fucking wrong. Yeah. Wow! What the fuck? His hand's the wrong way round, right? How do you not notice that? It looks so fucked up. And the forearm shouldn't be behind the upper arm. Yes, indeed. God, what are you trying to do? Kill me? Maybe we twisted his hand. It's Harry Potter! It's Harry Potter! Sorry. Sorry isn't good enough. I could have been killed. And how do I know you didn't do it on purpose? What? How do I know you didn't bump into me on purpose? Maybe you tried to steal something from me, or plant something, or maybe just distract me while one of your associates does something. It was an accident, I'm sorry. Well, what proof do you have? How am I supposed to... Hey, is that a pamphlet for the event here next week? Yes? Guess you're not as bad as I thought. Sorry about that. But you never know these days. There's people always looking to tear you down, and you can't let your guard down for a minute. So you're going to the event. Me? God, no. Listen, those guys, they're idiots. They may be less idiotic than the masses, but idiots all the same. So yeah, if you're smart, don't bother going. How are they idiots? Don't you know anything? Whatever. Since you're asking, you might understand, though. See, they talk a good talk, but yet they stay silent on the real issues. 2 words. White genocide. Wow, it looks like you managed to dig up some good leads. Thanks, but I mostly just got lucky. Doesn't matter, we have the info and that's what counts. Alright, looks like we have enough people available to follow up on everything with no issue. You want first pick? Sure. Right, so who are you going to follow up? We need to follow the white genocide one. That guy seems unhinged, and I doubt anyone else will be able to find out much given how paranoid he is. Anyway, so, what are you doing about water filtration? You know the stuff they put in that to make people complacent. Conrad. He's got to be Conrad. Droned on for hours about his conspiracies. Needless to say, I didn't find anything of much use. You mean conspiracy theories? So you see, if you follow the trail, it all leads back to the same place. They are got their hands everywhere. Nowhere is safe. Anyways, so see you tomorrow. Oh, I just remembered. Remember how I was talking about... cuckold propaganda? Well, just yesterday what is that? That's just... Wait. A phone? You brought a phone here. How could you be so... Wait. You did this on purpose, didn't you? You're recording this. What? Shill! You're a shill! I'm not a... Oh no, you don't with a K. I'm getting out of here. Wait, Well, shit, now what? I guess I better follow him. I still haven't found out anything about this event. Luckily, Conrad isn't much of an athlete, and his frantic running is easy to spot at a distance. I soon catch up to him and pull him aside into a nearby alley. What are you doing? Shh. Just trying to catch up to you. I messed up, it was stupid. I got rid of the phone. You didn't. I did, look. I patted down all my pockets, emptied them and turned them inside out to show there was no phone. I've been meaning to get rid of it. Does nothing but track you, right? But I left it in my jacket. How can I trust you? I mean, if I was a shill, I'd probably just give up and move on to someone else, right? Bigger fish to fry. I already know you know the truth. I suppose. I put my hand towards him, so we're good. He looks at it for a moment before taking it. He rubs my hand delicately onto his nipples. Fine. Everyone slips up sometimes, I guess. Great. So what were you saying about propaganda before? Right, cuckoldry. Anyways, so I didn't get anything out of them that day either, but at least I didn't lose access to him either. We still have some time, but not a lot. I'm going to need to try a little harder to get him to spill the beans. Anyways, anything new? Yeah, something big, you mean. No string found. That's great. What? Is that like an error in the game? That's an error in the game, isn't it? I think this is the first time we've actually had a bug in a visual novel. We've had typos, we've had things that just make no sense. We haven't had a fucking bug in a text game before. Jesus Christ! Yeah, you said Jesus Christ at exactly the same time as me, Oxkeen. Holy fuck! This is a new level of incompetence. Well, at least in the fact that this hasn't been a huge waste of my time anyway. Are you going to tell me what it is? I don't know. Come on, just tell me already. Well, you have proven trustworthy despite all the odds. Okay, I can tell you this much. Tune in AM radio on Monday. What, you're kidding me? And put myself at risk for a joke like that? Never. AM or not. Who agreed to let this guy on air? He thinks the media is trying to help breed out white people. So you got the info. Yeah, finally. Some idiot is going to put this on air at the same time as the talk. Surely someone is going to put this idiot on, is what they meant to say. Really? The same day and everything? Yep. Damn, that's annoying. Whatever, we should still be able to make this work. He's pretty easily frightened. I could probably scare him off myself. Yeah, but the problem's security. You'll have to bail, and he'll be free to go on. Tell you what, I'll just get a few people to start a fuss out front. Nothing violent, just some distribution to get security's attention. Then you can meet him out back. Sounds good. Cool. You go look up the show and station. My plate's kind of full at the moment. I'll give you the contact info of whoever we can spare, and then work out the details. Starting to sound a little bossy now there, Blackout. Are we going to get called out for misogyny? Sorry. I'm kind of stressed out at the moment. Don't be, I'm just teasing. We'll handle things. So this is it then. I told Conrad I'd be busy and wouldn't be able to meet for a few days, so next time I see him will be the day of. One seems to win overall. Okay, I feel kind of sorry for them. I feel kind of bad for him, though. Even if it's his own fault for believing these theories, he seems genuinely worried for his safety almost all the time. He won't get any help, though. He'll just say they're trying to brainwash him. I don't even know if there's something medically wrong with him or not anyways. I'm just a stranger. Still, maybe. Just maybe I could get through to him. Just get him to have some grounding reality, though it really is a long shot. Okay, what is it that's so important that you'd risk both of us getting killed for? You're wrong. Conrad, I disagree. You're wrong, Conrad. No one's trying to stop the white race from spreading. I'll prove it to you. Take me here and now. You're wrong. You're wrong about everything. Race, gender, news, history, science. There's barely anything you actually understand correctly. What the hell are you talking about? No one is trying to breed out white people. And if they were, that's still not genocide. What would be so bad if everyone ended up with darker skin? It's nothing but appearances. Oh god, don't tell me they got you too. Answer me, Conrad. Defend your ideas if you actually can. Don't just insult me and run off. Why should I? You won't hear me out. I've been hearing you out for days now. Now it's my turn to talk. What would be so bad if everyone was interracial? If everyone was interracial, they mean if everyone was brown or what? Just by asking that it shows you know nothing. You've been tricked into believing lies. You can't just dismiss every piece of contradictory information as propaganda. I've put hours of research into my ideas. How many have you done? Not going to say none, but just going to say it doesn't matter how long you've done it if it was done poorly. You're not going to trick me. You think you can brainwash me where so many others have failed? I sighed. He was right. The right information has been there in front of him for years, and he chose to ignore it. But before I go, one last thing. Don't go to that interview, it's a setup. What? The radio invite was a setup. Don't go. Not if you know what's good for you. With that, I turned and left. Today's the day. Everything's planned. Now it's just a question of execution. I pull out my revolver. Hopefully nothing will happen. He'll get scared and run off. If not, well, he made his choice. His lies were not going to clog up the airwaves. Even just one convert would be way too many to allow. Time to mask up. Holy fuck! What? The plan was to stay hidden until Conrad showed up, to make sure we'd have time to scare him off before having to bail. Excuse me? I was... I guess execution did mean execution in the way I was joking about. I was watching the back while the others had the front with a lookout in between, to signal to the other side when the time came. He's a little dork. If he goes on the radio, everyone will be like, wow, these guys are retards. What are you doing? Dude, you want him to go on the radio. He'll turn everyone away from him. It doesn't take long for me to spot Conrad coming in the distance. Signal others to get ready, or signal them to hold and then come out of hiding. Yeah, one's winning. We were going to smash his fucking head in and then go to jail. And then everyone's going to join the fucking alt-right. The lookout for the others sees the signal and repeats. I just need to tell to go when he gets close enough. As Conrad approached, I gave the signal to the others to begin. They begin chanting and protesting and generally being rowdy. The sudden noise makes him jump and look up. As he does so, I come out of hiding. His face pales. I can see him sweating from here. His eyes dart nervously back and forth between me and the door. Punch him or stare him down! Dude, we can just fucking punch this guy. It's very realistic. Holy shit! They're making themselves look bad. I waste no time. I sprint towards him and hit him with everything I've got. Wham. I don't like that band. That boy band. Whatever it was, I don't remember. Conrad staggers back, blood running from his nose and tears gathering in his eyes. He blinks and then looks at you for a moment. His eyes widen and he turns and runs. Not a difficult victory, maybe, but well worth the effort. Now it was time to go home, rest, and wait for news of the others. Our plan went off without a hitch, and the others went well too. They managed to shut down the entire event. Of course, the usual papers began decrying this as a terrible, awful violation of free speech and assembly. But us, we couldn't be happier. Some scrapes and bruises, a few police questionings, but on the whole we were okay. What the fuck? What's more, we showed those fascists we would not take their encroachment. If nothing else, this city will not be giving in to hate anytime soon. Except for the fucking masked gangs punching people. How about that? Fucking what? And then it closed itself. What the fuck?